everyone, I'm Savannah and welcome to my channel. This is a channel about knitting mostly and sometimes cross stitch or other crafts. Right now it's just predominantly knitting because that's just what I'm into. It is March 16th. Yes, March 16th, a Tuesday. Just after 8 o'clock in the morning. That is why you're getting this. Look at that weird thing. Yeah, it's too early for makeup today, so my hair. I washed it last night, so this is what you get. I just threw it up in a quick little bit because for some reason my cowlicks love to do weird things. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Savannah, I own SewliviDyesYarn.com, so I hand dye small batches of yarn, which you can see right here. Oop, right here. So you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, Ravelry, and all the things will be listed down in the description box, so you can easily click the link and get to where you need to go. I do want to note real quick that I am hosting a giveaway over on Instagram because I have been dyeing and selling yarn for 6 months now. Yay! Gosh, that looks bad. I got a pimple right there. And it's my face, or my eyes are going directly towards that in the screen. I have a really hard time looking at this little green dot over here, so it looks like I'm talking directly to you, but it's really hard for me to look at that. What do I want to talk about? This weekend was Troy's birthday, my son. He turned 6, and we had a blizzard the entire day. Which was fine. We didn't plan on doing anything or going anywhere. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, we didn't plan anything really, because throughout the week prior, last week, they were predicting so many different numbers of snow. They were saying that we were going to get this storm system coming up from New Mexico that was going to initially produce 46 inches of snow along the front range of the Rocky Mountains. And as the days progressed, the numbers kept going down. And we ended up getting about 10 inches of snow. Deeper in some places because it did drift. But yeah, like the whole day of my son's birthday, it was pretty much just whiteout conditions, blowing snow, and a lot of ice. So that was fun. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hate daylight savings. We did get lucky and have Monday as a snow day though, so we were kind of able to just readjust to the daylight savings, because that's always rough. That is always rough. Considering my son's birthday was that day too. He woke up a little extra early thinking, I want to open my presents kind of thing. So yeah, we were all very tired. That's about it. Just tried to have kind of a lazier weekend, you know, just doing house chores and knitting. So all right, let me get into what I've been working on. I only have one little finish, and it was a start and a finish. And I worked on this on Sunday. I made 2 of them, but I have no clue what my son did with his. So on the day of his birthday, I decided I'd make him and my daughter little amigurumi crewmates from Among Us. So this is Olivia's. Troy's is green. I do feel like it's a little bit better made. I struggled with this one for some reason, even though it's the second one I made. But yeah, I don't know what he did with it. But I got the pattern off Etsy back in January, and I just hadn't done anything with it yet. It was on Etsy. I forget it was Curious Papaya, I think. Yeah, tiny little crewmate. Just used, I have so much Red Heart, worsted weight yarn, just from my days of actually making amigurumis years and years and years ago. So I just braided my stash. I believe I used a hook that was one size bigger. One size bigger. Just because that was what I had on hand and I wasn't gonna go look for my other hooks at the moment. So yeah, start and finish both of them. Oh my goodness. Wow. I started and finished both of them on Sunday. The kids love them. I want to make a whole bunch more so that they can actually play like Among Us with their friends. Like live and in person. They try to, but I think it'd be cuter if they had little people. Anyways, that's it for finishes. I just can't seem to knock out a finish at all. Knitting. Still working on my test knit for the French Terry pattern. If you are unfamiliar or new here, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by, but I'm test knitting this for Susan of Yoni Knits or Yoni Knits. I'm not sure entirely. It has this all over honeycomb stitch pattern type texture. While the texture itself isn't so bad, I have switched over to my fluffy yarn, which is I'll show you in cake form or ball form. I'm using this. This is the Knit Picks Special Reserve Alpaca Bloom lace weight, and this is in winter white. It's just 91% superfine alpaca and 9% nylon. So I don't know if this is actually Surrey alpaca. Just going off that it's alpaca. Lace weight, super fluffy. Not a fan. At least with this pattern, not a fan. I'm wondering, I am debating on using this. I have 2 more of these. Just regular stockinette stitch kind of deal, if it'll be better. But with this, the way you have to knit this honeycomb pattern, you have to knit through the bottom sometimes, and then another time you have to purl with a slip stitch. So it's like this stitch is wrapped around your regular stitch on the needle. You won't be able to see it here, but just take like this one stitch. There'll be a stitch wrapped around this from behind, and you have to pick it up and purl it. It's not easy to see. It's not easy to see. And then knitting through the bottom loop, it's every other one, because some already have 2 strands, or 2. I'm holding this double, but so it'd be technically 4 strands around it. I can't tell. I can't tell. So using this with this specific stitch type. Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of messages. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning. With this specific pattern, like what am I trying to say? Texture. Using this is not a good idea. And it wasn't so bad when I was fading it in, because it's only 2 rows. And then I'd get to go back to the normal yarn. Now it's just straight this until the end of the sleeve. And I don't know about it. I'm not gonna rip it out because this stuff sticks to itself bad. but I'm not enjoying it. And I feel like I'm messing it up in places. I don't know. Anyways, let me show you how far I am. I did finish the body since the last video. See, there's where I was last time. Way up there. I finished the body, bound off, did a tubular bind off, which is very nice. Very nice. And then picked up the sleeve because I have to have this finished before the end of the month. I think I just lost steam because of when I finished this body, I tried it on and it's really short and really wide. Now it is supposed to be an oversized sweatshirt, like sweatshirt type sweater, which doesn't bother me. It's just, I'm really hoping that when I block it, it lengthens a little bit. So I think that just discouraged me from wanting to keep knitting. So I struggled getting this even started, because if it's not going to fit, I'm not going to wear it, kind of thing. I don't know. And you know what also is really weird is this fading technique. You see this section right here in between this fade and, or this fluff and this fluff? That's 10 rows. That's 10 rows. You see how that's like, that's barely an inch of material. So it's a very dense type pattern, stitch type. It looks good though, but it's just crazy that that is 10 rows right there. It's hard to show because my phone won't focus on it. But yeah, so I gotta get this sleeve done. I'm almost nervous that the sleeves are gonna be too short as well, and will hope. I mean, it's alpaca though, so I know this will bloom. I know that. At least it should, right? Yeah. Okay. So that I am trying to focus on as best I can to get that done. Oh, and then this yarn right here is Andromeda sock yarn. It's called Bloomin' Bloomers. Oops. Ooh, snagging. All right. Now, if that wasn't enough, I went ahead and signed up for another test knit. Why? I don't know. No, I know why. It's Tiffany Lynn of Tiff Handmade. I love her. I love her stuff. Her patterns are beautiful. I have several of her patterns. So this pattern that she wanted test knit, it's a sweater. It's actually just an update from a pattern that she already released. I already had that pattern. I already had the yarn, and I was just procrastinating on getting it started. And thankfully I did, because she updated the pattern and wanted people to test knit it. It's called the Wanderer Pullover. The original is still available, but like I said, she has this one being tested with updated sizes. So if you want to maybe just wait, this might not come out until May sometime, because I know that the test knit doesn't end till May, the second week of May or something like that. Anyways, it has this herringbone collar. There's two options. You can make it shorter or this length, and then herringbone cuffs and hem if you prefer. There is an alternate hem as well, because herringbone does not stretch. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I'm not that far, so so yeah, I picked this up. I started this the other day just to get it started. And yeah, my yarn for this is not available for anybody. I'm sorry. This is my body. This is what I originally had pulled for, or purchased for this pattern. I purchased this back November, December time, when Knit Picks was having their big sale of the year. So they're like their Christmas sale, holiday sale. This beautiful yarn that is no longer available is Knit Picks Special Reserve Arcadia DK weight in Condor Black. It is a 60% fine merino wool, 25% baby alpaca, and 15% dongle tweed. It is so soft. It makes the softest fabric. So this is as far as I got. I'll show you the other yarn in a second. See, there's my herringbone. And I just started in on the body. The raglan increases. So yeah, this is super squishy. But this yarn is discontinued. I'm hoping I have enough. I purchased enough of this yarn to do the original pattern. So I'm hoping it's still enough to do this updated pattern. But yeah, it's so fluffy. Plus this is, you know, it has the alpaca in it, so it should grow a little bit once blocked. So this green was a last minute addition. As you can see in the picture, her cuffs are a different color. And I had no clue what I was gonna do for the cuffs. Like, I kept thinking maybe a hot pink would be fun with this black. But I just couldn't, you know, couldn't figure it out, couldn't make up my mind. Well, my friend Meredith, when I did wool swap, she sent me this. This needs to be wrapped up again. She sent me a whole bunch of different yarns. She sent me this one. She hand dyed this one herself specifically for me. So again, not available for everyone. So there's no name, no nothing. This is a worsted weight. This one is DK, but when I gauge swatched it, I think I was 1 stitch, maybe a half stitch off, which I wasn't too worried about because there is positive ease in this sweater. And again, like I said, alpaca does bloom quite a bit. So I thought, hey, this would be awesome. And then I've seen people do cast on edges or bind off edges with just, you know, your contrasting colors. So I thought that would be fun to throw that in as my cast on edge for this sweater. So it'll be for cast on and cuffs. I don't think I'll use it for the bind off though. So yeah, just a regular, it is called Cloud Born Fibers by Craftsy. I've never heard of this before. It's just a superwash merino worsted twisted. It was just a white, and she dyed over it. Let's see, just 100% superwash merino. I've never heard of that before. But that's the tag that came on this when she sent it to me. Yep, it's really pretty. It's mostly greens with a little bit of black and some blues and browns. I love it. It's fantastic. So yeah. Oh, and then I wanted to say one more thing about this yarn real quick, because I know this is a longer video already. It has a twist to it, but when I knit with it, it seems to untwist a little and it just poofs. Like, I have to be careful not to snag it or split it. So it's almost like a very loosely twisted roving. I don't know how to explain it. It's really soft though. It's very nice. And that is my other test knit, because, you know, why not? These are being knit on my Chiagus. These are, I think, a 10.5. That's what's called for in the pattern. The other one, I'm using the called for needles as well. Or size anyways, I forget what it is. No, I'm not. I actually had to change my needle size. Everything is listed down. My project pages for these on Ravelry are listed below if you want to know more. Okay, that's it for knitting projects that I've worked on. Yes, I have not finished I haven't even started my second sock for March yet. I just want to get my first sweater done. And I feel like I'm gonna not get to it, you know, not finish it. Like, I'm going to just not get it, which sucks. I'm going to try though, real hard. What's next? I guess just this little bit of yarn I wanted to show, because I never get to show these really on here. This was February's color of the month. This is the Hades colorway, and it's based off of Lore Olympus, which is a Webtoons comic. If you are unaware, it's a super fantastic comic. I'd show you, but it's on my phone. Yeah, so this is the Hades. I had to dye up another skein yesterday for a customer, and I dyed myself a skein as well because I thought it looked really, really good with Persephone, which is January's colorway. So there is a shawl by Ashley Wemp called, I think that's how you pronounce her last name, I'm sorry if that's wrong. It's called Hongdae, which is a sub-city. It's a little town division of Seoul, South Korea. It's kind of like the college party town district of Seoul. I spent many nights there getting drunk and dancing in clubs when I was 21, 22. So I know a lot about that. Anyways, so she designed this beautiful shawl. It's like I believe it's mosaic shawl, based off of Hongdae. And I thought that these two would be beautiful together. I would just need to dye one more skein of one of them. I don't know which one I would want to be. If I would want this to be predominant or if I want this one. But they're really pretty together. So these two are available in my shop as dyed to order skeins. And then this month's will be available dyed to order next month. I did close this month, so I could get those all done and sent out as, you know, there, because it's a mystery, as in, you know who the yarn is based off of, but you won't know what the colorway will actually look like until you get it. Until March, when I'll post pictures. But yeah, get those. Lore Olympus. If you don't know, you should go check it out. It's really good. Gosh, this video is already getting pretty long. All right, let's do a little bit of maybe planning. So I was watching Inga, I think that's her name, Inga, of Traditional Stitches and Knitting Traditions. Is that her YouTube? Knitting Traditions. She's the lady in Norway. Oh my gosh. She's a beautiful knitter. Anyways, she showed in her last video that she made the ranunculus, which is a very popular pattern that a lot of people make. But she knit hers in mohair, just straight mohair, lace weight. I was like, oh, I want a lace weight sweater. Ranunculus is perfect then. Say hi to Zeus. Hi, Zeus. Stinky boy. Orange is down here in my lap too. But she made it in lace weight, and I was like, oh man, I want to do that. So I have two options, I think. If I mean, I would have to buy one more skein of one of them, but the other one I believe I have enough. First is this one, but like I said, I'm unsure. I don't really like this very much, but I have enough to knit a lace weight ranunculus. My other one is this one. This is also by Knit Picks. It's a loft lace weight. So this one it's 72% Super Kid mohair, 28% lace. So this is a mohair. The colorway is Soul. Cause like there's different cities. There's other different colors. Like there's London and Sydney, I believe, and there's other cities. I just can't remember. Seoul is one of them, and that's this. I bought this specifically for the name. I don't think I would have gravitated for these colors, even though it is pretty. I bought this for the name. I only have one though, and I would need two to make a short sleeve lace weight ranunculus. So I'm thinking I might order another one just so that I can do that. Can I start it anytime soon? Like, I want to start it just to get it started, but I have enough on my plate as it is. I mean, I still have another sweater I need to put sleeves on, my cardigan. But yeah, so that's the plan. Maybe in the next month or two. It'd be nice to have some like t-shirts to wear in the summer. Okay. Lastly is my haul. It came and I'm a little iffy about it. I mean, I love this. I got a, this is the Electric Eel Wheel Nano by Dreaming Robots. It is an electric spinning wheel, if you're unsure, for spinning yarn. I suck at it. I really do. Let me show you my fail. I'm really disappointed. I just couldn't, I don't understand what I did wrong. Like, I wasted one roll leg or roll log or whatever you want to call it on trying to get this, trying to get it. I watched so many videos on YouTube and I just couldn't get it. Like, it was over twisting. It wouldn't go through and get onto the bobbin. This is the bobbin. It wouldn't, I guess the word is uptake. I don't know exactly yet, but it wasn't getting on there, and then it would over twist, and then I'd get these, and then while I'm drafting, it got to the point where I couldn't draft it, and I'm just like, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing exactly what everybody else is doing. I don't know. So I'm scared to use another roll log. I did order some other fiber that's not in that style. Ow, kitty. Ugh, I swear. Like, not in the roll log style. Maybe that would help. Like, I can draft, I guess, maybe. I don't think that's my issue. Orange, please don't. But when it comes to actual spinning it, I don't know. I'm really hoping that I can get this figured out. Sorry, I just actually looked at the bottom of this for the first time. I don't know if it's the tension. I don't know. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping I can get that figured out. So that's it, guys. Thank you to myself for keeping this about 30 minutes. Yeah. I dyed up all the Lore Olympus Yarn Club yesterday, so I'll hopefully get that sent out next week. I don't know what else I want to say. Yeah, kitty. Alright, guys. I feel flustered now for some reason. But I'll talk to you later, okay? Have a great week. Bye!